For 10-year-old Finn, summer wasn't video games and air conditioning. It was the wild symphony of the woods behind his grandparents' old farmhouse in Linden. Every June, as soon as school let out, Finn would shed his city skin and embrace the green embrace, guided by Silas, an old Apache man, with eyes as deep and knowing as the forest itself. Silas had come to Vermont decades ago, a quiet observer of a land both familiar and foreign. He'd seen the flicker of wildness in Finn's eager eyes and had taken him under his wing, sharing the ancient wisdom of his people. Their days began with the first blush of dawn. Silas would point out the subtle tracks in the dewy grass, the delicate paw prints of a deer, the hurried scurry of a rabbit, the telltale drag marks of a crayfish near the brook. Finn, initially clumsy, slowly learned to read the earth like a book, each indentation and broken twig a sentence in nature's story. The brook was their pantry. Silas showed Finn how to craft willow traps for crayfish, their succulent tails a welcome addition to their simple meals. They learned to identify the best fishing spots, the patient cast of the line, often rewarded with speckled trout, that sizzled over an open fire, their smoky aroma mingling with the forest air. Deeper in the woods, Silas taught Finn the art of the snare, not for wanton killing, but for respect and survival. They would stalk rabbits and the occasional squirrel, Silas moving with a silent grace that Finn could only aspire to. Every kill was treated with reverence, every part of the ammo utilized. As the sun climbed higher, Silas would share stories of his ancestors, tales woven with the rustling leaves and the calls of birds. He spoke of the interconnectedness of all living things, of the importance of listening to the whispers of the wind and the wisdom held in the ancient stones. Evenings were spent around a crackling fire, the stars a million pinpricks in the inky sky. Silas would quiz Finn on the day's lessons. What did the broken branch tell you? The story of a little fox. Why did the deer cross the stream there? Finn's answers, once hesitant, grew more confident with each passing summer. He was learning not just to survive, but to truly see the world around him. As dusk painted the sky in hues of orange and purple, they would often hear the mournful howl of a coyote. Silas would teach Finn to mimic the call, a way of acknowledging their presence, of becoming part of the wild chorus. These summers were more than just an escape. They were an initiation. Finn was learning a way of life, a deep respect for the land, and a quiet confidence that would stay with him long after the leaves turned and the Vermont winter descended. He was becoming a part of the wild, a silent listener in the grand symphony of nature, guided by the patient hand and knowing eyes of the old Native American, known as Silas.